Good morning, class. Today I will be discussing the benefits of group exercise classes and how they can really positively affect older adults. So the main four ways that group exercise classes benefit an individual is by improving mental health, physical health, increasing social interaction, and also increasing motivation and adherence to exercise. So group exercise classes can increase commitment. One study I found in an NBC article, one Dr. Griesel, mentions working out with a crowd carries a plethora of intertwined benefits that include enhancing consistency, duration, motivation, conversation, and inspiration. And then another study mentioned in the article states that 95% of those who did an exercise program with friends completed the program compared to 76% who worked out alone and they didn't complete the program. So I feel like this shows that when you interact with people, you're more inspired and motivated to work harder, because if you see someone next to you working hard, you're going to work harder. Like, for example, when I'm in soccer practice, if I see one person putting in maximum effort, it makes me want to put in maximum effort. And then overall, it just makes every individual complete their goals. Like in a class, you really are a part of a team if you're with these people once or twice a week. And when you work together as a team, each person is more likely to complete their fitness goal. So another reason that group exercise classes are beneficial is that it increases social interaction in older adults, and it definitely is an opportunity to meet new people and make friends. And communities like Always Active, they really expand communities, and there's people from different backgrounds all coming in. And I feel like this is very important to outreach to many different populations, and it can also just help people make friends with people with different backgrounds that they normally wouldn't meet. And so, as we know, older adults tend to feel isolated and lonely, and this can lead them to be depressed. So if an older adult lives alone, these classes can be a great way for them to leave their house and go spend time with friends. Even if it's just once a week, it can be very beneficial and powerful to them. And then one qualitative study I found studied older adults in Japan, and it mentioned that they felt happier after working out as a group, and they just overall found exercise more enjoyable. And then according to the results, one participant mentioned how they loved just exchanging jokes and laughter during the class or after the class. And as we know, laughter is very important and a very important component of our lives, like very important to go joke with other people. And these classes do provide a platform for that to happen. And then if these classes are making exercise more enjoyable, then the older adults will be more inclined to go be active, and this can help their overall health in many different ways. So social interaction can be very powerful. So another reason why group exercise classes are beneficial is that they can improve mental health in different ways. So one way is that it helps with cognitive function, because as you know, as we age, cognitive decline does occur, and it's important to use exercise to help decrease the rate in which this happens. So during these classes, as you know, they're usually led by an instructor, and the participants have to follow along and maintain focus and attention during the whole class. And if it's a 30, 45-minute hour class, you really have to, use your brain and really pay attention the whole time. And you have to make sure you're doing the proper exercise and you're in the proper posture and form, or else you're not going to, get the benefits of the movements. And then from the same studying older adults in Japan, one participant mentions how they like these classes because they really feel that they're using their brain to think about how they're moving each individual body part when they're doing like a movement. Like, for example, like they have to really pay attention how they're moving their legs or their hip positioning. And I feel like this really strengthens the neural circuits between the brain and the body, and it can really keep that brain-body connection intact as we get older. And in addition, conversations with others can stimulate the brain. And if an older adult lives alone, they're not, and if they're sedentary, they're just watching TV all day, they're not going to challenge their brain another way, and they're not having conversations that, stimulate the brain. So these classes, in addition to having to maintain focus, you're also conversing with others, and overall just you're not by yourself. So it's very important, and it can improve mental health in different ways. So another reason why these classes can be beneficial is the impact on physical health. So as we learn in class, regular exercise improves overall health in many different ways. It reduces the risk of cardiovascular disease, it strengthens our bones and muscles, and it can also reduce falls in older adults. And as you know, as we learn in class, there are many components of physical function. And since group exercise classes are led by a professional, the participants are going to receive all of the important aspects of physical functioning. They're going to help themselves cognitively. They're going to have mobility exercise, balance exercise, strength exercise, and cardio. So I really believe that these classes can make them a jack of all trades and make sure they are getting stronger in each of these components and not just one. And I feel like it's really hard for older adults if they're working out at home, it may be hard for them to know like how important each aspect is, and they may not be getting the proper time in each of them. So I just believe that these exercise classes can provide a diverse selection of exercises that improve the health in each of these areas. So I came across an organization called Silver Sneakers when I was doing research, and it's basically an organization created to help older adults exercise as part of a community. So it started in the 1990s, and enrollment allows seniors access to gyms, equipment, and just an overall social environment for them to engage in. And it also has a wide range of exercise classes available. For example, they have yoga classes, circuit training, water-based activities, and cardio exercises, and also strength. So they have a wide range. And again, as I said, this can help make them a jack of all trades. And it also is just a way for older adults to get out of the house and go and interact with people. And as I mentioned before, we all know how important interacting with people is. So I know we already know Always Active. I just wanted to provide another platform, and so older adults so if you know of any older adults that want to become more active, I just wanted to give another platform. So in conclusion, group exercise classes provide benefits in a variety of ways. They can increase social interaction, help people meet new friends, and expand communities. It increases motivation, and it makes people more committed to fulfilling their exercise goals and fulfilling exercise programs. It improves mental health and improves components of physical health, reducing cardiovascular diseases, the risk of those, and also the risk of many other complications. And then I just always wanted you guys to remember that Always Active and Silver Sneakers are great resources for any older adult that wants to be a part of a community and become more active. And here are my references. Thank you.